Is my screen visible to all?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, students. I'm Vaishnavi Samant. Now I'm going to show you a video. Just watch and tell me what you can understand from this video.
All about adoring yourself, creating yourself. Life itself is a golden opportunity to live a meaningful life and support others to do so. It doesn't matter how many years you live, but it matters how well you live a quality life.
Yes. What did you understand? Yes, students.
Yes, it's about life, showing about the life.
Yes. Right. It is about life. Now coming to the first stanza. Yes, maybe read the first stanza.
Yes, ma'am. Life believe is not a dream, so dark as sage say, oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day.
Yes. So this poem is about the life. The title of the poem is life. So what the poet is saying to us that to emphasize that it is about a life and the stages. Stages are the person who are very experienced person, and they are saying that the life is a very dark and a big dream. But according to the poet, it is not like that. He is against this thing because he believes that life is a very life is not a dream. And according to sages, is saying that it is a very dark dream. But the poet is saying that it is not a dream because it contains of actual facts, problems, difficulties. We are facing many problems. We are facing sorrow, grief. That's why he is believing that life is not a dream. So, coming to the third and fourth line, of the little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. So, in the third and fourth line, what the poet is saying to us that the little morning refers to the grief and sorrow that the poet is facing in his life, and the pleasant day. Pleasant day means all the happiness, all the joyness he is experienced in his life. So he is just making a contradictory statements in these two lines. That is, rain is referring to the sadness he is experiencing, and pleasant day is referring to happiness. So he is telling that though we have many difficulties in our life, it will be always be going away. It will not be staying forever. Someday, new beginning will be starting. Good times will be coming. So we should not wait, and we should be happy and joyful and pass the day with good, uh, good behavior and good smile and everything. So he is saying that the sages, according to the sages, is it is a very dark dream, but he is not believing in this statement because it is a very because the life is not just a dream, but it is having many problems, difficult situations that we are facing. So according to him, it is very big problem in our life. So we should not only stop. We should be believe and we should be happy and pass the bad times following by good times. So it is the explanation of the first stanza. Now this is the explanation of the first stanza. So the poet Charlotte Bronte, the poem Life is the poet. One second. Yes. So the poet is Charlotte Bronte, and what she is going to tell is that she is telling that you must not believe what the sages say. Means what the learned man have said that life is a dark dream. She advises her not to be fear or tread light. Instead, she tells us to be optimistic about life. Optimistic is a positive. So the poet tells us that even if there is a little morning rain, the rest of the day is a pleasant day. Just as I told you, if there are good times, it will be passing away and new beginning will be starting in our life. So the poet is Charlotte Bronte and she is conveying a very good message in the first stanza. Now coming to the second stanza. Yes, Insha, read the second stanza.
Sometimes there are clouds of gloom, but there are transient all. If the shower will make the roses bloom, oh, why lament its fall?
Yes. So the in the second stanza, the meaning of gloom is dark. Okay. So what the poet is saying, that is Charlotte Bronte, that there are so many difficulties in our life. We are facing every day some or other problems, but we should not stop because that is a temporary problem. Temporary means transit. The meaning of transit is temporary, and the gloom is dark. So whenever there are dark days going on our life, we should not stop. We should be always be going on, and we should walk in a right direction, in a good direction. And because the problems are just for a temporary period of time. Then the next, if the shower will make the roses bloom, why, oh, why lament is fall? So the shower in this third line refers to the problems in the life. And what is the roses? Roses are the happiness and good period that the poet is facing. So the poet is conveying a message here. So as though we are having difficulties time in our life, it will not stay forever in our life. It will always pass away. And the bad times are always followed by good times. There will be some or other day we will be happy, we will be start smiling, we will be start laughing. Though we are crying today, but tomorrow we will be always happy. And sometimes our life will be full of happiness. So this is the part. Oh, why lament is fall? Lament is expression of sadness and grief. So the poet is expressing here sadness. And what he is telling to us that we should not always express the grief in front of everyone. Because though we are having a very much problems in our life, it always teaches us some many valuable lessons, because we should be strong enough and wiser enough to face the problem. So the what a poet is saying, that we should not always tell everyone that I'm suffering from this problem, I'm suffering from that problem. We should not stop. We should always be going, and we should face the problem with very courageous manner, and we should face that because it always teaches us something or other which makes us stronger day by day. Now, explanation of the second stanza. Are you getting it, students? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, explanation of second stanza. What the poet is saying, in this stanza, the poet takes the metaphor clouds of gloom, which symbolizes grief and sorrow that are present in everyone's life. The showers are temporary and come for a short period of time, which make the roses bloom. So also in our life, though there are problems, sorrow and grief, they only come for a short period of time. Now coming to the third stanza. Yes, Duam, read the third stanza.
Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by, gratefully, cheerily, enjoy them as they fly.
Yes. So in this, what the poet is giving a main theme, that is about time. So what he is saying, that the time is very precious in our life, and it doesn't wait for anyone. Because if we are just deciding that I will tomorrow go to the any important work, but we are not doing, we will say that we will do afterwards, and the time is just passing away. Because time is always precious and it doesn't wait for anyone. It is just passing away. So, life's sunny hours flit by. It refers to the time and the happy moments which are going very quickly from our life. And whenever the time is passing, we don't realize it because we are in the state of happy mind. Because whenever we are happy, the time is passing away, and we say that, see how the time has passed so fast. But when we are in the sad mood, when we are in the grief, we are saying that, see how the time is going very slow. So the poet is saying that whenever the happy moments are there, we are in the happy state of mind and the time is going very fast. But whenever we are sad, the time is going on very slowly. And afterwards, what he's saying to us, that so we should enjoy each and every moment of life whenever we have a time. And we should, because the time is not going to stay away for us, because it is going to pass away quickly, and we should enjoy every moment of life with great happiness, as time is very precious. If we are deciding that how to manage about time, because if we are deciding that tomorrow I want to study, so we should be particular about study also, or any other part, because time is very precious. It doesn't wait, and we should be always utilize time, because we should have some good future and career. That's why the poet is conveying a very important message to be very cautious about time, because it doesn't wait for anyone. And the lastly, enjoy them as they fly. So what he is again saying, that he is praying to God that we should be always thankful that he has given us time to live in this world. So the poet is saying to us that we should always be live in a present period of time and utilize the time at the most part. Now explanation. In this stanza, the poet says that the happy moments in life move very quickly and cheerfully. He advises us to enjoy the past, flying moments before they are lost forever. And we should have a positive attitude and hopeful about life. Now coming to the fourth stanza. Who is going to read? Yes, Tejashri. Yes, who is reading?
Should I read? She's not in
Yes,
the.
yes, read. Yes,
What though death at times step in and calls our best away? What though sorrow seems to win over hope a heavy sway?
yes. So in this stanza, the poet has given a theme of death. Yes. So what he is saying, that sometimes we are facing very sorrowness and grief because we lost someone who is very dear to us, who is very close to us. And whenever we are living in this world, we are attached to someone. We have a different bonding with someone. But whenever that person passes away, we are in the sadness or grief part. So he's saying to us that we face extreme sadness and depression in our life because we have lost someone and we are engraved in that sorrowness. And whenever this happens with us, we feel that there is nothing in this world which we want to live. We just want to just go away, or just want to sit alone, or we want to just sit in the griefness and sadness type. So the poet is saying that except sadness, we don't have anything in our life, and we don't have anything to live in this world. So the death is the main theme of this stanza. So what the poet is saying, that we became very hopeless and we are not willing to live life, and sadness and negativity are becoming a very important themes of this important points of this life, because whenever we are losing someone, we are in the depression type, and the sadness and negativity is always coming in our life. We are not moving on, we are always staying there, we are always sitting and crying whole day, and we are, but we should not do like this. The poet is saying to us that our life has to always move on. We should always be going on. We should walk on, not always be sit on the bad times and start crying. So we should be always hoping and praying to God that some good days will always be coming in our life, and this time, this tough time will always be passing from our life. So this is the explanation. Now coming to explanation part. So what the poet is saying in this stanza, that death takes someone that is our loved one or beloved one from us, and also our house is deep in sorrow, but we should always overcome the grief with courage and not be swayed away by grief and lose hope, and always be strong. Now coming to the fifth stanza. Yes, who is reading? Yes, Atifa.
Yet hope again elastic springs, unconquered, though she fell still buoyant are here, golden wings. still strong to bear us well.
Yes. So, in this stanza, the poet has given the theme of hope because he has compared the hope to the elastic spring. Means, whenever the poet is in the sorrowness, in the grief part, in the grief and sadness, he is not losing hope because he is always standing up and going and moving in his life and moving back again because he is saying that because just we are sitting in the griefness and sadness part, we will not be moving on in our life. So we should be always hopeful. The hope is the main thing. So we should always be hopeful and stronger because main good days will be always coming with us. So what the poet is saying that buoyant means rising up. So buoyant is rising is like the poet is saying that we should always be rising up with golden wings, and we should be strong enough to bear all the difficulties and problems, always the situations we are facing day to day in our life with hope. And the hope is only the part with which we can conquer anything in our life. So the poet is conveying a message here that hope is only the main thing due to which we can always conquer anything. We should not be sad, we should not cry, we should not be in grief. We should always be positive towards life and we should remove the negative part from our life. Now the next. Yes, Atifa, read the explanation of this also.
In this stanza, the poet has personified hope and says that hope has elastic springs. It means that just like elastic can stretch itself, just like the spring is released, it will jump all over round. So also hope stretches itself and jumps all around so that people can catch it. But sadly, it was not conquered by anyone, and so it felt its golden wings are still buoyant and strong, though hope has fallen its golden wings that are buoyant and strong. They will help
Okay.
it to
Now
bounce
come.
back. So we should never feel despair, as the hope is there to guide us and lift us up.
Yes. Done. Now coming to the sixth last stanza. Yes, Anisha, read this stanza six.
Manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear, for gloriously, victoriously, can courage quell despair.
Yes, right. In this stanza, the poet is conveying that again. The main theme of this poem is that only that the difficult situation, problem, we should always be conquered with a hope. So this stanza is also saying that though we are having difficulties and problems, we should not lose hope. We should not cry. We should always face the challenges, and we should face the difficult situation very bravely and fearlessly. And sometimes in the moment of our life, we have many problems in our life that we are facing. But we should not lose hope because hope is only the reason which will always be rescuing us from many problems. So at last, what the poet is telling a very important and strong message that we should be strong, fearless, optimistic, positive, hopeful, and courageous, and always live life to the fullest. We should not waste our time. We should live our life and be thankful to God that we have got such a nice life and enjoy and be happy for being getting a good future in the next part. Another explanation. Yes, read this stanza. Read the explanation. Yes, yes, Suraj, read the explanation.
Suraj is not there.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please, someone explanation.
In this stanza, the poet encourages us to be strong and fearless for the day of trial. This is considered to be the most challenging day as all human beings are judged on this day based on their whole life activities. Hope and courage will defeat sorrow and despair. Courage will face despair with all its power and might. The poet says that we must face all the difficulties of life fearlessly and to be strong.
Yes, right. Now, tell me, Insha, tell me what message is conveyed by the poet in this poem? Yes, Insha.
We shouldn't give up and we should be strong.
Yes. Okay. We should be strong enough and face the difficult situations. Yes. Now coming to the questions part. First question. What do the sages say?
Life is dark.
Yes, right. Now coming to the second. What does the rain often foretells? Yes, the rain often foretells that it is a very pleasant day. Third question. What should we do during joyful times in our life? Yes, Nidhi.
We should be happy and spend time with families.
Yes, and we should not waste time and live life to the fullest. Fourth question. Why are the wings of hope golden? Yes, Atifa, tell me the answer of this. Yes. Who will answer? Okay, I will answer. The wings of hope are golden because hope, we should always be fearless and brave in all difficult situations of our life. Now coming to last. So the new words are sage is experienced person, gloom is dark, lament is sorrow, buoyant is cheerful, despair is absence of hope, bloom is grow with beauty. So for homework, you have to write down the rhyming words from the poem that is life. Thank you so much.